Mayor Lightfoot says gangs and their leaders are making large profits at public safety's expense after her proposal to target gang assets didn't make it for a vote today.
WGN's Alyssa Donovan is live tonight at City Hall breaking down what happened. Alyssa.
Good evening, Micah and Ray. Yes, so this ordinance would target gang leaders rather, in the city of Chicago. And today it was deferred and published. What that means essentially is that the vote was delayed until the next city council meeting. But surprisingly, that wasn't the hot button issue at today's city council meeting.
I stand in opposition to the appointment of Ms. Kirsten as chief investigator of COPA.
The appointment of Andrea Kirsten as Chief Administrator of Civilian Office of Police Accountability met with moments of contention.
To my colleagues who oppose this appointment, I genuinely can understand your position. I can understand the strong feelings that you have. I wish that those feelings extended to the lives of Black residents in the city.
Many defending her strongly on her difficult role.
But we have to ask our chief administrator to follow the ordinance to the letter, not to veer from the right or not to veer to the left, but to follow the ordinance to the letter, because that's what we demand of her.
Kirsten was voted into the position. Mayor Lightfoot's Victims Justice Ordinance deferred and published with no further action today. The measure introduced by the mayor in September as a civil remedy to fight street gangs and the violence they bring to communities across Chicago. The measure would allow the city to fine gang members and give police the authority to seize their property.
We know that these gangs and a leadership are making extraordinary profits at the expense of public safety in neighborhoods all across our city. These are not folks that are struggling to get by. The people who we are targeting and are defined by our statute, these are the folks that are just shot callers, literally. They are the people who profit the most, to the tune of millions of dollars every year. They're not going to be without resources to defend themselves if they choose to do that.
The ordinance was delayed after months of pushback from some alder people, civil attorneys, and community groups. The ACLU of Illinois responding to the delay this afternoon, stating in part, "We hope that this action can end the time and energy directed to this proposal. It's time to take a new approach. We encourage the mayor and members of the city council to instead direct their energies towards approaches that actually will improve public safety across all parts of the city." And the mayor says there will likely be more discussion and possibly more modifications to that ordinance before it's again brought to a vote. Reporting live at City Hall, Alyssa Donovan, WGN News.